In this video, I'm going to show you how to increase your credit limit without a hard inquiry. So as you can see here, I have you versus me. I'm going to show how you use a credit card on a monthly basis, and I'm going to show how I use a credit card on a monthly basis. So let's say your credit limit's $500. So each month, or let's say month one, in month one, you use $250. So $250 you spend. Now you're left with a balance of $250. So as you can see here, right, you have $250. So now your bill comes and it says you owe $250 and you can make the minimum payment. Let's say for argument's sake, your minimum payment is $10 and you decide to pay $15, okay? So $10 is your minimum, $15. Of that $15, $5 is interest. So $5 interest. There we go. So now you have a balance of $235. So $235 you have, right? So now $235 going into month two, you decide not to use your credit card. So now you still have that balance, and now you got to pay the minimum of $10 again, but you decide to pay $15. Okay? So $15 that now leaves you with $220 balance and $5 again in interest. These are just all hypothetical numbers, but if you check your statements, you can figure out the amount that you're actually paying for these things, right? So now you have $220 left over, right? So going into month three, same thing. You're using it, or you're maybe not using it, but you're still paying in interest and the minimum payment, right? So a couple months down the road, you're still in the same situation that you were before. So now I'm going to show you how I use my credit card. So what I do, I have the same limit available to me as you did, right? So what I do is I use my credit card every week. So what I do with my credit card is, say I use, let's say I use $400. $400 spend. I'm left with $100. So now I'm left with $100. I'm still in month one. So what I do within that same month, or the following week, so if I use my card Monday, I'm paying it back Sunday. I'll pay back $400. Now I'm back to my credit limit of $500 again that I'm able to spend. I'll do that maybe 3-4 times for the month, use my credit card. So now month two, I do the same thing. I have $500 available, I use $400 again, and then now I'm down to $100. The following week, I'll pay this. Now $400 paid back, paid. Now my balance is $500. So I'll do this for maybe 2-3 months, and by like month 3 or 4, you know what's gonna happen? The credit card company is gonna reach out to me and be like, "Hey, Mr. Chambers, you have been pre-approved for an increase of $1,000." I'm like, "Hey, okay, pre-approval, I'll take it." So now after let's go back up to here, month 4, let's say, they give me the pre-approval. Now I have $500. They gave me a pre-approval of $1,000. Now I have $1,500 available credit to use whenever I feel to choose so. However, in month 4 here, you're still paying back the balance that you owe them. And because it's not within the 30% utilization rate, credit card companies are not going to offer you anything. Reason being is because all you're showing is that you're just making back the payments. Whereas here, I'm utilizing the majority of the available credit that they're offering to me. So because I'm using the majority of the available credit, the algorithm's saying, okay, this person's always coming close to their credit limit. Let's increase their credit score by giving them a pre-approval. Is your credit score trash? Are you tired of collection agencies calling you? Are you tired of being denied bank loans and credit cards? Well, then you're in luck. I have created an ebook that will help you repair, maintain, and leverage your credit. Don't even consider filing bankruptcy before reading this book. If you struggle with fixing your credit, then this book is for you. If you struggle with increasing your credit score, then this book is for you. If you are unsure on how to leverage your credit, then this book is definitely for you. Click the link in the bio and get the credit guide today. When I get the pre-approval, there's no hard inquiry, so there's no points lost on my credit score. So if I'm sitting at a 700 and I get a pre-approval, my credit score stays at the 700. Whereas this person, if they want to increase their credit score to get an additional 1,000 to get to 1,500, they're gonna have to do a hard inquiry. So now if they do a hard inquiry, they're gonna lose points. So they go from 700, let's say hypothetically speaking, they lose 20 points. So they went from 700 down to 680. So because I'm using this method of paying back my card each week, I'm paying before my statement date. Whereas you're paying on or before your due date. Because you're paying on or before your due date, you're accumulating interest. Whereas me, I'm not accumulating any interest at all. Keep in mind, statement date and due date are not the same. In this scenario here, you're paying by the due date. When you pay by the due date, interest is accumulated. Whereas I'm paying before my statement date and within 5 days, the 21 grace period for credit cards, there's no interest being charged to me. So while you're using your card, paying your minimum balance, you're being charged interest, meaning the company's making money off of you. Whereas in my situation, they're not making any money off of me. I'm using their money interest-free, paying it back, plus I have more utilization because I pay back the card and it looks like I've spent more money, whereas you only use $250 and that $250, you're just paying that back. You use $250, whereas in this scenario, in a month, I'm using $2,000. So now if you do 2,000 times 4, that's $8,000 that I'm using. Whereas you're only paying what you used in month 1, which is $250. So at the end, you use $250 in 4 months. For me, it looks like I use $8,000 in 4 months. So they're more likely to give me a credit increase versus you, where they're like, oh, you're not doing that much. Why are we giving you a credit increase? And this is how I use my credit card so that I can get pre-approvals with no inquiries. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to learn how to make money with no money, click the link above to watch this video next.